How's it going, everybody? As I said in the previous video, I apologize. I've been super tired lately. I just started a new job, and we're working 610s right now, and I'm not used to this type of work. It's extreme manual labor. And I'm trying to build my fence, and I've got 1,200 feet of fencing. And it's a lot being a homeowner. You know what I mean? Being a homeowner, I feel like, is a full-time job in itself. You know, just with all the stuff that you've got to take care of, and then the stuff that the kids break, and you got to fix all that and everything. But I have a bunch of stuff that I've got to do. I get to do videos on, and I think today, the last video I did was about a bunch of Funko Pops I acquired. But now we're going to go through some collector's editions video games that have been released. Of course, I saw this, Ocarina of Time. I had to get this. And as I always say, you know what? Get to know the people over at your local GameStop. They're incredibly awesome people, and they always have the information that I need, and they always try to get me hooked up with what I need. And they always hook me up with the coolest stuff. So we have a laundry list of games that have come out over the past couple months or so. The biggest one for me, at least, being Elden Ring, and then, you know, Horizon Forbidden West right behind it. But you know, we just had Tiny Tina's Wonderland drop. Ghostwire Tokyo. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. Oh, and the Tiny Tina's. This is the Chaotic Great Edition. And then Strangers of Paradise. I've been waiting for this one for a long time. And then we had Kirby drop as well. Elix 2. And I just had this come in the mail. So, but I'm going to show it off. It's been out for a while, but it's a Metroid Dread. The first one I'm going to do is the Elix 2 Collector's Edition. I'm going to pop this bad dude open and slide her out. Typical Collector's Edition style box. Not really tripping on the box. I used to, but I'm not anymore. Give me 1 second. Let me grab my knife. Woo! You guys like the blanket my mother-in-law made for me? So, my trusty Kershaw with the assistant. I'm a Leatherman guy, but if I have to get a pocket knife, I go Kershaw. Kershaw makes a damn fine blade. They come in handy. Very sturdy. Whew. So somebody told me the other day, they watched one of my videos, and they said that I'm a very vibrant person in reality. I'm very, like, I bounce around, I move around a lot. But I'm very uncomfortable around people I don't know. That's one of the reasons why I kind of wanted to do this. I have a fear of speaking in front of people. It's an extreme fear. So hopefully this will help me get over that, you know. So games have been doing this lately, and I don't know why. Here is the steel case for the game. It doesn't come with the disc in it. They never do. I don't know why they've been doing this. And what I mean by that is, here's the game. You know what I mean? I don't understand why they just don't give you the steel case. You know, it's always great to get more for your money, but still, I mean, you guys could just give me the steel case, and I'd be happy with that. It comes with the soundtrack as well. We'll put those down over here. Let's see, what is this? Cassandra Radio Orbit, songs from Elix 2. So I'm guessing this is another soundtrack. Now, for those of you guys that aren't familiar with Elix, it's a game that's classified as a Souls-like, and it's weird. You kind of like time warp between different realities. It's hard to explain, but I mean, for when Elden Ring is done and you guys got nothing else, this is a good game to jump into. This seems to be an art book. That's why I love the collector's editions. You just get so much cool stuff from these things. And then here is, you guys know, typical style right here. It's encased in plastic. Very cool. I love these right here. It seems to be very sturdy too. Like, I've gotten statues with collector's editions in games, and they felt very, like, janky and cheap. I'm not going to lie. The one that came with the Sekiro collector's edition, Sekiro is by far my favorite game of all time. And I stand by that. The FromSoft games are all easily in my top 10, followed by, like, Final Fantasy 14 and Final Fantasy 12 and 13. But, man, the Sekiro statue that came with it felt very cheap. Oh, ooh, doggy. I almost threw this away. I don't even know what this is. Seems to be like a keychain of sorts. And, you know, to be honest, this collector's edition wasn't even that much. I think it was only like $120 or so. Yeah, it's a keychain. There we go. Cool. Make sure, is that it? Yep. That's it. Okay, let's see if we can clear this really quick. Okay, now, so the reason, Strangers of Paradise didn't come with a collector's edition per se. It came with the regular game, but if you pre-ordered it, you got, from GameStop, you got this right here. It's a Strangers of Paradise snapback. The trucker style hat. Bam. There we go. Ta-da. Very cool. It's kind of an odd item to come with the pre-order of a game, right? You think it would come like a little, like a replica sword or something, but a snapback hat is a very awkward thing to, I guess, put in. Let's see. I'm going to fade out and fade back in just a second. I've got to get a couple things together. All right, boys and ghouls, we are back. So, the next thing that I want to talk about, I'm all up in your face, is Metroid Dread. Now, I've had this game for a long time, but when I went to pre-order it, GameStop had sold out of all the collector's editions. And I waited around for a couple of months, and I was finally able to nag one. Nag, what is it, nab? Nab one? Nab. So, we're going to go ahead and open this bad dude up. Oh! So, big box. You usually don't see Switch games come in boxes like this, but it did come with the metal case. Let's see if it, wow. Damn. Very cool metal case. I love Metroid. It really reminds me of being a young kid, and one of our neighbors had it, and I was so used to seeing games like Super Mario or even Blaster Master, but I remember watching this kid play Metroid, and I was like, dude, what is that? What is going on here? You know, this is not Super Mario, and it definitely was not. But this is pretty cool. It comes with mission logs. Let's go ahead and open this up. Ooh. See, this is what I mean. Like, if you're really into a franchise, man, collector's editions are the way to go. You know what I mean? Very cool. Oh, you guys can't see. There we go. Basically, just like a lot of concept art. Let's flip through more, see if there's any, so it's basically just like a journal of all the different things. Some level stuff. Super cool. Okay, what else came in this? I'm not sure exactly what this is. I might as well put this out there. So out of all the collector's editions that I've ever bought, I'd have to say my favorite one was probably the one for Arkham Origins. Still am a huge Origins fan. And the Arkham Origins Collector's Edition came with like a big Joker statue and a whole bunch of other stuff like casino chips and a tooth from Killer Croc and a few other things. Like it was probably one of the first collector's editions I ever bought, actually. I've bought in deluxe editions and stuff before, but since I was such a huge Arkham fan, and I came in right about the time that Arkham City was starting to phase out and trailers and stuff for Arkham Knight had begun. No, I take that back. I bought Arkham Knight probably like 4 or 5 months after it came out. That was like when I got back into gaming again. But this is cool. These are all like postcards of all the previous games. Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion. I remember that one. I played the shit out of this one. It was at a time in my life where illegal substances were a huge part of my life. I'm glad those days are over. But very cool. Very a trip down. And I know this is going to sound kind of cheesy, but video games actually saved my life. I was running and gunning, doing dumb things for a very long time. And when I first got away from all of that, I picked up a rabbit. His name was Dexter. And I know a lot of people are like, a rabbit? Really? You got a rabbit tattooed on you? But he was my little buddy. He was supposed to only live like to 3 or 5. And he ended up living to be like 10 years old. But when we first picked him up, I mean, he was small. And we walked up to this cage, and he had 2 sisters. And the 2 sisters were hiding back in the corner. But he came over to us, and he started nudging us through the, like the wire meshing. And my wife actually was the one that fell in love with him and was like, we have to have him. He is so gorgeous. And he was what you call a Siamese lion head. He had like the typical like Siamese, like the cream color with the dark brown ears and the dark brown feet and the dark brown nose. And I remember when we brought him home, I used to carry him around in my cargo pocket. I made like a little bed inside my cargo pocket. I took him everywhere with me, and he was my little buddy for a long time. He was to me like most people's childhood dogs are to them. But I would sit there and I would play these games like Fallout 3 and all that for hours, and he would just sit in my lap and relax and hang out, and he'd come up and he'd start scratching at my belly when he needed to go to the bathroom, and I'd put him in his cage. He'd do his business, and I'd bring him back out, and he was just an incredibly smart animal. He'd hang out with the cats and the dogs and everything. You know, he was really loved by our entire family. And I miss that guy. I really do. Like I said, most people go like, really, dude? A rabbit? And yeah, a rabbit. And I don't give a shit. I'll fight about it. Honestly. So this next game, I'm super excited about. I waited for a long time for this game to come out. I am really into the feudal Japan style of anything. especially like the Sengoku period. That's why I love Sekiro so much. Ghost of Tsushima, another fantastic game. I think the Japanese have an extremely beautiful and really in-depth culture. And hopefully one of these days I get to go over there and witness the beauty that is the Japanese culture one of these days. But Ghostwire Tokyo really caught my eye. And it didn't come with a collector's edition or anything, but if you pre-ordered it, you got a little metal poster with it. And I will be putting this up on my wall. Because I dig the whole, like the hot pink and the blue and all that. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do... Okay, so we got Tiny Tina's Wonderland. This is the Chaotic Great Edition. Now, this in itself isn't a collector's edition. Ooh, sorry about that. I just sucked in my hair there. So this was like the top one that you could get. And I just got into Borderlands when Borderlands 3 came out. I had never played the other ones because I wasn't in gaming at that time. But I'm a huge fan of it. I dig it. I like it. The worlds are big. It's got a very fun and interactive story. So I got this. And even though it didn't come with a collector's edition, it did come with a like a box set that you could buy. And I want to show this off right here. This was a key. GameStop was given a few of these to, I guess, hand out to certain people or raffle off or whatever. I'm not sure. But they actually raffled their 4 off. Instead of getting them and keeping them, which I think they were gifts for the staff. Instead of keeping them as gifts, they chose to raffle them off, which I think is an awesome, awesome, awesome thing. Not many people do that kind of stuff anymore. You know what I mean? It's all about gimme, gimme, gimme. What can you gimme? But I do remember I was standing there with my headphones on, and somebody was tapping me on the shoulder, and I thought I was like, I don't win these things. You know what I mean? I never do. I think I've won one thing. It was a Zer Funko Pop, and the only reason I won it is because the original number that was called, that person wasn't there, so they put it back in, and they called my number. But one of the guys that did win these was an old employee that works there, and he tapped me on the shoulder, and he was like, here you go, man. And I was like, dude, I mean, are you sure? Like, this is a cool-ass thing to get. And he was like, no, man, I know that you'll appreciate it. So, you know, it's all you. And, dude, if you're out there, you know who you are. Thank you, man. I appreciate this. This means a lot to me. But, here is it's Tiny Tina's Treasure Trove. It's actually a pretty big, beefy box. But we are going to open this bad dude right now with our trusty Kershaw. I'm tearing the box. Screw it. You know what? I'm going to throw away the box anyways. So let's go ahead and tear it. Yeah, I've gotten to a point where I used to keep the boxes for things, but I really don't have the room for stuff anymore. So I've been having to get rid of my boxes. Like, I had to throw away my PlayStation 5 box, and I was devastated about it. Because I'm a pack rat like that. But first things first, we got the unicorn that Tiny Tina rides. And so for these, I can't necessarily recommend everybody go out and buy these. If you're a fan of the franchise, if you are a fan of the franchise, sorry about that, then I highly recommend these for all of you guys. But if you're like, I've never even played Borderlands, you know, why would I get that? Then, yeah, you know, it's not for you. Just pretty cool. I'll probably give this to my daughter or something, maybe. I'm not really a unicorn person, but she is. Let's see, what else is in this box? See, there's a bunch of stuff in here. Well, that took up a bunch of room right there. So the next thing is, what is this? It's like a book or something. A lot of times I don't know what's in these. I mean, some of them I do. This is a book, Bunkers, Tina's Bunkers and Badasses. I'm not sure what that means. So let's go ahead and go through this together. I'm guessing it's just like a list of stuff. There aren't that many pages, so it's hard to hold, and I don't want to bend anything. It's just a bunch of information, maybe like an info thing or something. Let's see, now we have this right here, which is like a journal or something. Once upon a butt stallion. That's what that is. It's not a unicorn, it's a butt stallion. Oh man, I forgot about that. Like I said, I wasn't too into Borderlands, and I'm still fairly new to gaming as well. Okay, a castle fit for a queen. Oh, it's like you can make her castle. That is cool. You cut these out, they pop out. They're like perforated. See? And you pull them out and you can make her castle. Oh, that's pretty freaking rad, actually. Oh, there's still a bunch of stuff in this. Mount Craw map. Dude, I've been waiting for this for so long. I'm just kidding. It's just the silica pack. It's like a map. It's like a weird canvas or like a cotton with and this is like painted on. But I mean, that's pretty cool. That definitely go up on the wall. That's another thing that I have to do is I have to go through, and I've got a bunch of stuff that on my wall, like old posters and all that. See, and this is what frustrates me is Destiny. I used to be a huge Destiny player, and Destiny used to do fun things like this, and they don't do it anymore. They don't even give you the game. They just say, oh, here's a free download. And yeah, those are my friends that know me best know I'm very bitter about Destiny. I feel like Bungie really screwed me over on that one. And it's quite frustrating. Actually, is that everything? Yep, that is everything that came in that box. This is like I think I remember this. I think it's like a box of tarot cards or something. Like Tiny Tina's tarot cards or... what is this? Gearbox Incorporated. Okay. Yeah, that's what it is. It's like Borderlands tarot cards. I'm not gonna open those up right now, but I dig these little boxes like that with the magnetic strip, because it's still a sturdy little box. You know what I mean? And very cool. Companies are starting to do this now, and I think this is a good idea. You know, it's not the most sturdy thing in the world, but very cool. And then it came with Tiny Tina's buttons. Now, I have in a National Metal Day. It's 11/11/11. October 11th, 2011. And I have a whole bunch of buttons from collector's editions of games all over it. It's about halfway done right now. And as soon as I get it done, I'll show it to you guys. But all these style of buttons right here that I get from collector's editions and that come with special edition statues and all that, I always put them on it. Okay, now the next thing that I want to show you guys was Kirby. And because Kirby did actually come with a couple of things. It didn't come with it, but I bought the amiibos that went with Kirby, and it came with a button set and all that. But I can't remember where I put the button set. I think it's mixed in with this stuff right here. Aha! Nope, that's not it. Yeah, I don't know where they went. I think they fell down somewhere. They were over here. Did I drop them? Sorry, you guys. Give me just a second. Bummer, I think I lost them. Oh well. Okay, well, let's get back to it. I've got one more thing to show you guys. I'm super excited for this. 4 years. 4 years I waited for this game. 2000, when did Sekiro come out? 2018? Yep, that was my first experience with FromSoft, was Sekiro. And, oh my God, I fell in love with it. I can't put into words how much I love Sekiro as a game, as a story. And I really hope they give us a sequel to it. There's something that they can do. But, I forgot this came with it too. That kind of bums me out. I don't know what happened to my Kirby pins, but oh well. You know what I mean? It's just stuff. Go ahead and organize that really quick. Okay, so Elden Ring. Now, if you pre-ordered this game through GameStop, you got this little thing. Those of you that have played this game know. You know exactly what this is. It's not like you're looking at it and you're like, what is that? This is your steed reed. And in the game, you get this steed reed and you can summon your horse. It is metal. It is a one-size-fits-all. Very carefully bend it to fit your finger, but I'm not going to do that. But it looks exactly like the steed reed in Elden Ring. Very cool. And it was just a little pre-order bonus. That was it. You didn't even pay for it. Something that they just used it, you know, to show their appreciation for us being fans. And the moment you guys have all been waiting for, I know you have. Here it is. Elden Ring. I wanted to do this video a long time ago for this, but I guess there was a hurricane down in Texas or something, and my copy ended up becoming like stuck in Texas because of the hurricane. I mean, it didn't really matter because I bought a digital for the PS5. I bought it on Steam. I bought it on Xbox. And I bought this. Like, I own 4 different copies of this game. That's how much I love FromSoft. I bought it for every system I possibly could. I own every FromSoft for any system that you can play it on Steam, on PlayStation, on Xbox. As soon as they drop Bloodborne on PC, I will have that as well. Fingers crossed. But here we go. I may keep this box. We'll see. I don't know. It is Elden Ring. I do still have my Sekiro Collector's Edition box. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to be super careful with this one, though. Please don't rip. Please don't rip. Oh, thank you, God. Thank you, God. I apologize to you guys, too. I told you that I was going to make shorter videos, and I haven't been, and I really do apologize for that. Because I know nobody wants to sit here for 30 minutes and watch me babble on about some dumb shit, you know. But if you guys are sticking around, thank you. I appreciate it. I know I'm not like an extra... I know I'm not Pokemon. Let's just put it that way. I know I ain't no fucking Pokemon. I mean, I may be sexier than Pokemon, but... yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, she's ever gonna fucking watch this. It don't matter. Okay. So, here we go. Very cool box. Oh, whoa, what is that? Holy shnikes. I don't know what that was that fell out. This is it feels like that. Oh, yeah. Just like the Tiny Tina's box. You guys are seeing this before me? I keep getting my hair in my mouth. I'm not used to having hair, you guys. All my life, I've always shaved my head. I think I grew it out one time in high school for a girl. I'll never fucking do that again. The Art of Elden Ring. Hidetaka Miyazaki. If you, by chance, one day and you're scrolling through the internet and you see this, my God, thank you. Thank you for immersing me in an extremely beautiful world. Thank you for putting what's in your mind on paper and then into digital. Thank you for bringing us Dark Souls, Demon Souls, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, Sekiro, and now Elden Ring. Your storytelling is magnificent and fantastic. And please don't ever stop what you are doing. You have brought this fat guy many, many days of pure happiness. And I'm not even bullshitting, and I know I straight up sound like a From boy when I say that, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm a From boy. I take that as a compliment. Eat my ass with a spoon. Oh! Just kidding. Did I drop something? I don't know. I think something was supposed to go there. Did something fall out, you guys? Did you guys see something fall out? No? I didn't either. Okay. Steel book. Digital soundtrack. Maybe that's where the Steed Reed was supposed to go, because the Steed Reed came separately in the mail. Okay, there we go. Very cool box. I'm assuming that. There we go. That's the Erdtree. Ta-da! Oh God, yeah. That's what this is supposed to look like. There we go. So badass. Very awesome. Very cool. All right, you guys. Well, that is it for my collector's edition videos. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll try to find those pins. I know they're around here somewhere, but if you guys are ever on Elden Ring or anything, shoot me a message over YouTube, and maybe we're gonna hop in or something. But other than that, thank you guys. You have an excellent day.